So Ukrainian nationalism was demonized from the very beginning by the Russian Federation leadership intentionally to portray new government in Ukraine under President Poroshenko as a neo-Nazi junta that is threatening ethnic Russians in Ukraine, because it was supported by Washington and Brussels. So it was a part of hostile narrative and part of the Russian information warfare machine to portray Ukrainian nationalism as a type of neo-Nazi junta. And many Western observers, especially media outlets, never really understood Ukraine sufficiently to figure out that this is completely irrelevant to the situation on the ground. One of the arguments I present in my book is that if we look at the parliamentary elections in Ukraine for the 20 years previous to the armed conflict with Russia, Ukrainian population never voted for right-wing organizations and never elected them to the parliament. Ukrainians had a couple of sort of nationalist MPs, but that was exceptions to the rules. So Ukrainians are one of the most tolerant people in Central and Eastern Europe, but it wasn't understood in 2014. And a lot of commentators just followed the Russian point of view about this militant Ukrainian nationalism. Now, this situation isn't understood much better, but I simply give a deep dive into the history, theory of nations and nationalism in Soviet Union, in post-Soviet Ukraine and Russia. I looked at the terminology used in both countries. I looked at Western concepts. I compare them. I show the differences and similarities. And I provide in this book the cognitive instruments to deal with both Russian and Ukrainian nationalism and the armed conflict that followed confrontation between Russian Federation and Ukraine since 2014.